Hello, good afternoon everyone. In today's class of business studies, I am going to discuss next topic in chapter 7, that is directing. Yesterday I discussed meaning and definition of directing. Today I am going to discuss features of directing, or we can say characteristics of directing. Here are 6 points. First one, directing initiate actions. Action, directing initiates action. Second one, continuing function. Third one, directing takes place at every level. Fourth, directing flows from top to bottom. Next one, performance oriented. And last, human element. So these are the 6 points in functions, in features or characteristics of directing. As we know, when we hire a staff, we have to train them. Only then, if we are giving them proper directions and instructions, then only they can learn something. So simple. First point is written here, directing initiates action. Yes, if we are instructing what to do to our staff, then only they can start work. If we don't teach them what to do, then how can they start work? So here it is written, directing initiates means starts or begins any action. Yes, it is correct. After directing, employees know what they have to do. So direction, by giving direction or instruction, the manager get the work started in organization. Second one, continuing. Yes, directing is continuing function. Directing does not only mean to give direction, to give instruction and commands to employees. It also means to supervise them. Same is written here. Directing is a continuous function. Okay. It doesn't mean only giving instruction orders. It means to continuously guide, supervise and motivate to employees. So we can say directing is a continuous function. Third one, directing takes place at every level. As we know, there are 3 levels in management: top level, middle level, lower level. So directing takes place at every level: top level, middle level and lower level. Same is written here. Directing is pervasive function. Pervasive means everywhere. It is performed at all levels: top, middle and lower. So everyone has to supervise, guide, motivate all the subordinates. Fourth one, directing flows from top to bottom. Yes, always top level management directs middle level management. Similarly, middle level management directs lower level management. So it is correct. Directing flows from top to bottom. Okay. Here it is written, directing starts from top level and flows to lower level. Every management directs his or her immediate subordinate and takes direction from immediate boss. Yes, here word immediate is very important. Immediate means just near. Means top level will instruct and will direct to middle level, because middle level is the immediate subordinate for top level management. Similarly, middle level will instruct to lower level management, because lower level is the just near subordinate for middle level. Okay, so directing flows from top to bottom. Next one, performance oriented. Yes, after directing we can expect performance from our workers. So here we can say directing converts plan into action. Means whatever we plan, it can only be performance after we give proper direction guidelines to our staff. So directing is a performance oriented function. Directing converts plans into performance, or we can say directing is the essence of performance, is the essence of directing. The main motive of directing is bringing efficiency in performance. Correct the sentence here, bringing, not bringing, BRINGING, bringing efficiency in performance. Last one, human element. Yes, in directing we give direction to human only. So directing function involves study and molding of human behavior. It motivates employees to work with their best ability. So directing is a human element. So here today I have discussed all the features or characteristics of directing. Next topic I will discuss in next video. Thank you.